Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the NS9 Postgame Show on Pittsburgh Baseball Now. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, we got Jim Rosati. It is 12:30 a.m. on a Tuesday now. The Pirates have officially lost to the Arizona Diamondbacks 3-0. Spectacular performance. I was thrilled the whole night. I guess the highlight was old pictures of me and my hair.
Yeah, I would rather my house get raided by the FBI than rewatch that
game. But would they find anything?
I don't even care.
Don't even care. Rather be in jail. Just take me to jail right away. Jail right away.
Yeah, it was one of the worst baseball games I can remember watching, like from start to finish. It was just a bad baseball game.
Now, when you say bad baseball game, in what manner? Entertainment-wise, actually played bad? Because we've seen some really awfully played
all of
baseball.
the above. All of the above.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, neither team played well. Like, I feel like Zach Gallen, you can kind of appreciate him a little bit. Really good curveball that I saw tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, how much can you really appreciate opposing pitchers when they're facing this offense? They're pathetic. When they did get on base, they ran into outs.
Right.
There were errors, across the field. Like, it was a bad baseball game. Not entertaining, super boring. Bullpen game, so it was kind of, pitching changes in the fourth inning in a 0-0 game. Like, just not stuff I want to see.
You know what could have avoided that? Just a thought. Maybe like Dinelson Lamet, having him as a Pirate for free.
So Lamet got claimed by the Rockies.
Correct.
Who I believe.
Wait, are they worse than the Pirates?
No, they're not. So okay. Never mind.
I thought the Pirates had first dibs. Now, Reyes today was claimed by the Cubs, so we'll never know if the Pirates was, willing to put in a claim for him. But yeah, I thought Lamet could have gone to the Pirates if possible. I'm just saying, there's an intrigue in his arm, and there's a need for an actual starting pitcher on this team.
Or like, what if your best starting pitcher wasn't in AAA right now?
That too. But again, I'm intrigued by Lamet's arm, although it's probably done.
It's like 30 years old now.
I know.
At all.
At all? Okay. I would have just said screw it because, like you're saying, you're basically working with a 4-man rotation at this point in time. And that's solely why.
Right. And we have starters that we could call up, and we just aren't for reasons.
For reasons unknown. All right, let's get into this. We're going to make this short because, as Jim said, it is a pretty bad game. I agree. Let's just start with Tyler Beede, though. I understand it's a bullpen game, and his last outing, which was designed to be the same, was pretty bad. This time around, not so awful. He goes 3.2 innings, like you mentioned, 2 strikeouts, 2 hits, 1 walk. He was missing bats today. It wasn't terrible, Tyler Beede.
No, he pitched.
Walter owned you tonight.
No, I mean, he pitched as good as you could ask Tyler Beede to pitch tonight. 3 2/3 scoreless. He was not the problem. Like I said, the problem with today's game wasn't necessarily the Pirates pitching. It was the Pirates hitting. They couldn't get anything going. And, like, I just don't like bullpen games in general. But Beatty did as good of a job as possible to make it seem like it was a normal start, and he got into the fourth inning. So,
yeah. I chalked it up as a win that he got into the fourth inning, but that's what we were working with tonight. Yeah. All right. So Beatty looked actually pretty good tonight. Hand it to him, right? Credit where credit is due. Benuelos comes in.
He looked good too.
He actually looked good as well. It's an earned run, but he has a run charged, or a run scored in his outing today, which is where the errors are coming in. As you mentioned, I put in the group chat as well. I questioned when it was Tyler and myself on, we talked about the first base situation. I questioned how Bly might handle that. I was kind of worried, kind of skeptical. We kind of think we know what Bly is. It's probably organizational depth. But for this year only, for O'Neill Cruz reasons, hoping that maybe he plays a competent first base. And he's shown it in the past. And then today he made a pretty good play. And of course, I tweeted out there, I was like, it's pleasant seeing Bly play first base pretty good. And then he made back-to-back just like bad plays. So fitting as you can be.
I think the second play wasn't all necessarily his fault. Now, the pickoff was his fault. He didn't even get charged with an error on that. They gave Perdomo a stolen base.
Yeah.
I don't really know how or why, but they gave Perdomo a stolen base. And then the bunt, no one covered first. Like, Banuelos didn't do a great job of getting over there. I don't think Newman was going to make it in time, and that's not really Newman's base. Like that's yeah. I mean, Newman does have to be there, but I'm not going to blame Bly for that bunt being converted into a hit. I don't know how many first basemen would have recorded an out on that play.
Okay,
considering the circumstances. Like,
gotcha.
Like, what would anybody else have done? Like, what would Michael Chavis have done different there?
That's fair. That's fair. Speaking of Chavis, though, he did make the error at third as well.
Right. Whereas he would have just been at first base, like a normal first baseman, And so if our first baseman was playing first base instead of third base, and our outfielder playing first base, maybe that run doesn't score.
That's true. Not saying it would change the outcome because we'll get to that, but
yeah, I mean, you still have
the thing is with this offense that, as it seems to be the case, that one run seemed as if, well, it's over, it's out of reach now. The one run is there. But you talked about the lineup. You talked about Newman here. I mean, let's talk about the top of the lineup. Marcano leads off. Newman second. 7 at bats, 5 strikeouts between the both of them. It's not really setting the table for Brian Reynolds, who, as you mentioned, their offense really comes from Reynolds or Cruz, and neither really came from either of them today. Not that they're giving much help.
Yeah, I mean, no extra base hits today. They only had 3 hits as a team. All singles. They I don't think any of them were strung together at any point. So, yeah, the offense was just non-existent. And I get it. Zach Gallen's a pretty good pitcher, but he just mowed through this lineup.
Was that not pretty much expected, especially seeing the lineup come out? What it was. Now Gamble got a hold of one. I mean, it did just go foul, but he got a hold of one early on. Give him again, and he did get a hit today. So, I'm sorry, not a walk. No, just a hit. So I get there was that. Hey, we're excited about almost home runs. That's how pathetic this game was. I'm excited that he almost got a home run. He hit the ball very hard.
I'll say this about Gamble. I feel like he, since coming back, hasn't. I mean, I guess he's gotten hits in 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of his last 7 games.
He's playing better, I feel.
But I don't know where the power's gone. He hasn't homered since July 9th.
Not looking at numbers or stats, but just I feel like coming back from the injury, he's been awful, but he's slowly been starting to turn it back around.
Yeah, he's been playing better, I guess, as of late, but we need more power because right now no one's hitting the ball out of the park except for Reynolds and Cruz.
Well, if
And
I
like
remember
occasionally Hayes,
correctly, I think that's
Hayes
also
had,
an
like,
Indy.
2.
Pretty sure that's also an Indy right now.
Yeah. This team just is not fun to like. Tonight was not fun to watch. It was like I feel like cheated of 3 hours of my life.
Well, I just want to say one thing. You know, I know it was boring. And with that even being said, it was a bullpen game, and that sucks in a sense. But it was Zach Gallen. You know, going into this game, it was going to be tough to win, right? Especially with this type of offense. Like, they had to score. It's going to be tough to do against Zach Gallen. But Beatty and Banuelos matched Zach Gallen. Like, let's just kind of put it there. You know, for what it was a pitching duel for that in that sense. So, like, I was surprised, to put it that way, that it was like a 0-0 game until it became 1-0. It is a 1-0 game. The way this game was going, it very easily could have and probably should have been like 5-0. Assuming Beatty goes up there, goes, few innings and such. It's a bullpen type of game. Their offense isn't bad. But the fact that Beatty and Banuelos pretty much matched Zach Gallen, that's kind of a win for me in the books. Again, we're going with almost and hopefuls and what ifs.
Sure. It's just so bad watching games where the offense is this pathetic.
Yeah.
Because like at no point today did I think that they were even like in a position where they could possibly score a run. Like there were zero interesting at bats.
I was going to say the one was Ben Gamble. Like when you heard that bat, right? The sound that was gone, but it went foul. And I guess the next one was actually Jason DeLay, but it was like, 15 feet short of the wall. It was, I forget what scenario it was. I forget what player you said it to, but it's like he hit it as hard as he could, and then it still was like 20 feet short. That was like Jason DeLay. Like he hit it as hard as he could. And I was kind of excited because, hey, that's Jason DeLay. That's my boy here as well, And it was well short. That was probably the second and only maybe exciting at bat that gave you some hope in my eyes.
They only had one at bat all game with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah. One got thrown out at second. Almost had a run. Almost had a second one.
Reynolds was thrown at third. And then another guy was thrown out at second. Yeah, so
caught stealing, I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, that was bad too. Reynolds getting tossed out of third.
But like that's the thing. Like at no point in time did the Pirates even threaten to score today. Like
no.
And that's just not fun to watch. It's not fun to like when you just have zero chance of scoring.
So since we're on the topic of what ifs and almosts, and not that bad, no Cruz, no strikeouts tonight. I mean, he was connecting with the ball at least. Again, this is where we're at. This is the theme of the night. At least he didn't strike out. Didn't get on base, didn't get a hit, but he connected with baseballs.
Sure. I mean, his line out to center, he probably just hit it too hard,
Right.
Otherwise it would have, a normal person probably gets a single on that.
I guess that would have been actually, I kind of forgot about that in the realm of things, but that might have been the third time, the third at bat where it had a glimmer of hope. Because it looked like it might have dropped, but then it clearly wasn't. That was the third time. I'm trying to make this.
You're way more optimistic than me. None of those registered.
I'm trying to bring out positives.
None of those registered in my mind as something that got me excited.
I was hopeful on all three of those. That's where I was at. Yeah, the game stunk. No offense. The pitching actually was kind of there until obviously, Ramirez came in at the end as well. Gave up 2 earned with 1 inning. No strikeouts, 3 hits, a walk. Wasn't very appeasing to end the game either. De Los Santos, though, he did pitch 1.1 innings. He looked very good again as well. Still keeping intrigue with him. Certainly looking like part of the future in the bullpen. But that's pretty much your game, I guess.
That is pretty much the game, I guess. Yeah, Yeri looked good. He's been looking good. He had that one rough outing. I think that was against Baltimore. But he's looked good otherwise.
So, yeah. Yep. And as Williams wins, says Cruz batting 7th with 2 lefties surrounding him. Big brains. Yeah.
As
we hyped up and
we talked about it the other day, how it was like, oh, he put a righty behind O'Neal Cruz in the lineup. Maybe this will sort of help him. And then today they just go back to batting him 7th with lefties all around him, which made for an easy 8th inning where they were able to bring in a lefty, and it was lefty, lefty, lefty. Instead, you pinch hit 2 righties for the guys, who weren't Cruz, and they both strike out. So, whatever.
11 strikeouts for the team. 5 of them, though, coming from the top of the 2. Again, Marcano, Newman, 3 strikeouts, 2 strikeouts. Way to set the table, guys. Appreciate it.
Excellent pinch hit performances by both Greg Allen and Josh Van Meter.
Josh, how do you come in the game and just that's what all he does is watch pitches. Yoshi did that too. But I feel like Josh Van Meter does that more in a pinch hitting role. Every time he's in the pinch hit, he just watches his pitches and then just strikes out looking.
It's because he sucks.
He does suck, but at least suck trying. At least get on base by an error, once in a while. I don't know. Just so anticlimactic. I mean, he was up to bat, so you knew it was not going to be good anyways, but just swing the bat.
You would think, revenge game.
Yeah, revenge game. All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
17 minutes, 37 seconds. Too long for this.
Yep, I agree.
We will be back again, hopefully tomorrow, if we decide we're going to do this and whatnot. But
Arizona starting some guy tomorrow named Tommy Henry. He doesn't have a picture, like a profile picture. He's just a gray face.
I feel like I know Tommy Henry. I don't know why. But Zach Thompson also takes the mound. So I don't know. Maybe we'll be talking in the reverse. Maybe we're talking about how the offense is. I mean, the Pirates still lose, of course, but the offenses kind of blew up, and the pitching was bad. I don't know. Zach Thompson, he does take the mound. I'm not, again, too encouraged by him. It just keeps hitting and registering in my mind. That Trevor Williams is just such a great comp on him. The lineup's not too bad. It's in Arizona. Kind of expect some long balls to be hit. So we'll be back tomorrow, though, to talk about Zach Thompson and Tommy Henry. So if you're still watching, appreciate you guys staying up this late to watch North Shore 9 talk about this game. Go ahead and follow back with us and tune in tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye. We're out.